Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome, I'm Sim UK. We're going to take a look at the F-15 from DC Designs. They've had a whole bunch of updates, new audio's been put on that, loads of great stuff there. Hello and welcome, I'm Sim UK, and it is my goal to provide to you the most honest, fact-based critical reviews on YouTube. If you find this review helpful, then please hit that like button, subscribe, and help to support the channel by donating via the links below. Thank you so much, and enjoy the review. The shadows and lighting, you see in the cockpit now, there's actually some scratches. They're not very good, but they are at least there now, and they weren't before, so that's a step in the right direction. Still don't think these mirrors work, but then I don't know what's behind me, to be honest. FPS actually seems to be a little better than it was previously. All the controls seem to be responsive, and rudders are good. I think that does sound better. Still got some glitchiness around the cockpit there, you can see. There's a whole changelog of things that they've fixed and improved. The lighting over the cockpit is definitely better. Okay, let me try. So originally when this first released, every time you got on the aircraft it would start the engines up from nothing. And it sounded pretty good, I've got to say. It was really loud, so I'm going to warn you right now, this could be loud, alright? That sounds a lot better already. A lot better. So, this is WY's custom sound set from Sim Acoustics. Unique engine sounds for Pratt & Whitney F100 PW220 and the Pratt & Whitney F100 PW229, plus internal cockpit sounds, sound attenuation, AI sounds, 3D sound and more. Exterior PBR effects enhanced with new metallic texture sheets for more realistic surface finish. That sounds immeasurably better. You can see though that the cockpit, at certain angles, it disappears completely, so that still isn't fixed. It's completely invisible now. You can see it glitches and comes back when I get to this angle. That's still something that needs to be worked on. So there's a lot of bug fixes in version 1.01. Flickering light in virtual cockpits has been fixed. I've never seen that. Control column top NGONS's fixed. NGONs fixed. Ailerons reversed in VC view, that's been fixed. Cockpit camera left view error, that's been fixed. I haven't seen any of these. HSI and CDI INOP fixed for full VOR DME navigation. I have to set that up and try and test that out, but I assume that works now. Cold and dark ramp start is fixed. HSI distance and course readouts have been fixed. HUD hard to read in bright light has been fixed. This is something I complained about. The HUD being completely invisible. Oh, it looks like the HUD is off right now. Whereas previously it was on to start with. HUD AOA bracket not visible has been fixed. That's angle of attack, in case you don't know. Heading and CRS knob not working correctly. That's been fixed. They fixed a lot of stuff. ILS detection invalid has been fixed. GPS nav switch not present has been fixed. Fuel flow indicators inaccurate. That's been fixed. Fuel flow indicators, INOP generator switches removed, not functioning correctly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So they've basically taken some functionality out because it's not working in MFS right now. INOP hydraulic switches have also been removed. Master start switch has been removed. 2 from flags missing from HSI, that's been fixed. Floodlight switch reversed has been fixed. Some internal PBR surfaces not displaying. That's been fixed. It does look better in here. Heading knob working but not animating has been fixed. Toe braking too weak. That's been fixed. I'd agree with that. Tail hook external inoperable has been fixed. So now the tail hook works. I can't remember what the keybind for the tail hook was. Further enhancements to the aerodynamics and engine files in collaboration with and permission of expert modders. Codename Jack447, service and silent. Icing effect has been added to the canopy and the windshield. Mild tint added to windshield for better HUD visibility. That's what we can see there on the front windshield. Given that slight tint, that does look better. That does look better. Scratches on canopy glass enhanced for greater visibility. So I guess what they're saying is it was there, it just was so weak that we couldn't see it. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look great. I mean, I've seen this scratch effect on cockpits in many aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it always looks better than this. So I'm not that impressed. Plus, I think it's a copy and paste, isn't it? It's difficult to tell, but to me it looks like the left-hand side and the right-hand side have exactly the same scratches on, which just doesn't look good. So I'm not very impressed with that still. In fact, you know, it's there now, but it looks worse. Okay. Anti-ice switch added for the windshield. HUD power switch added to all versions of HUD control panel. Oh, HUD power switch. Okay, where's the HUD power switch? There's the HUD. That's cool. I like that. And that does look a million times better. It's less blurry and it's really visible now. That's really good. They obviously have worked very hard on this, and I've just got to question who the hell they handed this out, because a lot of people had access to this before I did and they didn't complain about anything. But look how many fixes we've had, and look how much better it's getting with every fix. That HUD is a million times better. I'm sure the tint on the windscreen is helping a lot as well. Fuel gauge readout has been simplified to total fuel weight in pounds. AZ ADF dial added, so kilohertz dial can also be tapped to change hertz frequency. Checklists added to the in-sim drop-down menu. Nice. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to try and do a VOR from EGHH to ACIW in the Isle of Wight. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do, but do you know what? I'll do it. Will I do it? There's no way I'll land on that, is there? There's no way I'm going to be able to land on that. Let's go to stand down instead. Much better idea. Hopefully we'll be able to land on that. It's not a very big runway. Flight conditions are good. Oh, what did I want to try? I wanted to try the F-15E, because apparently the glass panels in this are causing FPS problems still. So I just wanted to test that out and see how good / bad it is. But it's a known issue, so I'm not going to highlight it as a problem. I'm just curious, because it was really, really bad before. And they've definitely improved it. So I'm just wondering, how bad is it that they regard it as a known issue still? Oh yeah. Whew. Tanking. Oh no. Well, it was pretty bad, but then it improved. Before starting engine. Canopy to be open. Landing gear confirmed as down. I was supposed to be ticking these. Check. Parking brake on. Check. Battery. I don't think we have battery control. I think the generators would be the battery. I'm not entirely sure, but avionics on. We'll say that's on. HUD power switch is on. Excuse me. Strobe light. I never remember where this is. I think it's that. I'm not entirely sure. We'll go with that. Fuel valve switches. I think that's over here, isn't it? Nope. It's over here. Left engine, right engine. Check. Inlet ramp switches. They're over here somewhere. Check. Throttle, make sure, is completely disengaged. Yes, this is 0%. Start engine 1. Tune to Bournemouth ground. Oh.
Bournemouth ground golf. Delta Charlie Alpha. Echo request taxi for touch from Go Golf.
Wait for RPM to hit 30%.
Echo with golf request taxi for takeoff touch and go. Bournemouth ground golf. Delta Charlie Alpha. Echo request taxi for touch and go with golf.
Echo golf, 2 golf, golf, 2 golf, golf, 1 golf.
Taxi Bournemouth short runway 26 via taxiway Mike Tango November Echo Golf 2 golf golf 2 golf golf 1 golf Charlie Alpha Echo. Bournemouth Airport information golf 14000.
30%. Start engine 2. That's all going to be fine. Get ready for taxi. Let's close this now. It's a bit loud out there. We're not actually doing a touch and go at all. We're going to go to our destination. I don't know how to input the VOR details in, because I don't know what the VOR details are. So I'm not sure how I'm going to test the VOR at this point in time. I probably can't. So nav 1 is set to 110.50. I didn't put that in, so I assume that's correct. We know where it is. Alright, let's do it. Flaps. Gear up. Flaps up. So that's clearly not right, because that VOR is pointing towards, I think it's pointing towards Bournemouth. Okay, so we're going to land on 2-3. Got to get the speed down to 350. Gear down, flaps down. You can see the airport. definitely looks better. The external lighting on the aircraft looks a lot nicer, I've got to say. Just my 2 pennies worth. What do you think, guys? Oh my word, look at this. Have you ever seen flying like this? I hope not. Speed brake. Well, we overshot slightly, but it wasn't disastrous. Bearing in mind I couldn't remember what the speed brake was. What is the bloody speed brake? It's a marked improvement. Why the HUD doesn't look like that whilst you're in the air, I don't know. As soon as you start flying it gets very blurry. So there we go, guys. Hopefully that's helpful for you. I think there's definitely been progress. This is so far removed from what was there before. When it first released, it was just awful on so many levels, in so many ways. And I'm glad that I waited before I put my review out so that they could update some stuff. It seems that they've taken my criticisms on board, and off the back of that I can see that a lot of the things that I highlighted they have worked on and fixed. Now, for the life of me I can't remember what the button is to drop the arrestor hook, but it looks like they've got that working. So this is definitely moving towards a much better quality product. Definitely DC Designs F-15 heading in the right direction, getting better and better and better. The audio updates vastly enhance this aircraft for me. There is the shutdown issue, which hasn't happened this time, but the last time, earlier on in the video, we had that loop issue. But other than that, it's not bad, is it? It's definitely more of an aircraft than it was before. And don't forget, don't pay any attention to how I was flying it. It was very responsive. But I can't fly aircraft using an Xbox controller, and I tip my hat to anyone who can, because I just find it far too sensitive, and my thumb is not capable of holding, especially since I can't figure out how to do trim. That doesn't help me on the Xbox controller. So ignore the flying, because that's the Xbox controller mostly. Not entirely, I'm sure, but mostly. And it was handling absolutely fine. The issue really was using the Xbox controller. I think I've reiterated that enough. So guys, let me know in the comments any thoughts you have, opinions, ideas, suggestions for the future. If you'd like me to cover any other aircraft, then please do let me know, and I'll be happy to take a look. But yes, I'll keep my eyes on this one as it progresses. It's definitely getting better with each update. That much I can say. This is 100 times better than it was when it released. And it's, you know, it's probably 25% better than it was when I reviewed it. So it's definitely getting better with each update. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Till next time. Goodbye.